How's it going, guys? It is Chad here from Lutoons, and today Oh, hey, what's this? A little Christmas gift from someone. Let's see what we got here.
Dear Chad, since it's almost Christmas, I sent you my very favorite Christmas movie to review. It would be the best Christmas gift of all, if you could review it. Sincerely, Joey, age 7.
Well, Joey, let's do it. Santa versus the Snowman 3D. What is that? It's a revered Christmas classic from the creators of Jimmy Neutron. Ugh. So what, now you show up every time we've got to review one of these terrible knockoff movies? Well, I hate to disappoint you, Skelling Bones, but I am not going to watch this movie. It just looks too terrible. Oh, that poor child probably spent his whole allowance to send you that package, and this is how you repay him? Look, just review the movie. It got an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's better than Monsters University. Wow, really? Holy crap, it does. Well, maybe this thing won't be so bad after all. Let's give it a try. Okie dokie, folks. Here we go with Santa vs. the Snowman 3D, a short film from the Academy Award-nominated creators of Jimmy Neutron, most notably Steve Odekirk, who wrote both of these, and has a massive part in the Jimmy Neutron series, and all of the barnyard stuff, which frankly I can't really say I've seen. Odekirk also wrote a bunch of pretty well-known live-action comedies, but as his animation stuff goes, I was a big fan of Jimmy Neutron, both the film and the series. So let's see what we've got in store. I, for one, am feeling pretty optimistic. Now, the first thing we notice is the animation. Now, it's 2002, and I wouldn't guess that this film had a huge budget, so I don't want to be too hard on it for having some blocky and weird animation, but on the other hand, it's tough not to think about the fact that in 2002, we already had all of these. But again, we won't dwell too much on the animation. Now, let's get back to this intro. As Santa goes through his digital naughty and nice list, he finds that his computer crashes, opening us up with this hilarious and relevant joke.
Looks like little William Gates just waltzed his way into the naughty list.
But hey, at least we get to listen to Jonathan Winters, whom you also might know as Papa Smurf.
Oh, hello.
So as Santa continues his actually quite long monologue.
Magic of giving to check the list and see. So I'll try to do this smile to someone else's face.
He tells us about a Christmas that almost didn't happen.
It was going to be a Christmas just like any other.
Once upon a time, there lived the loneliest snowman.
Okay, so is this like a trailer now? And was that Don LaFontaine? Yes, that is Don LaFontaine, and no, it's not a trailer. But we did just switch narrators for some reason. But let's hear more about this snowman.
He never learned to speak. Instead, his little flute was his voice, and every night he would make his flute sing to the stars.
Unfortunately, as a mysterious object flies overhead, he is knocked over, and his little flute is tragically destroyed. The little flute! Not the little flute! So the snowman sets off to find the source of the mysterious light and stumbles across Santa's village. And would you listen to that, snowman? I think I can hear elves singing merrily inside. Man, you gotta love the classic Christmas elves. They're just so cute and adorable and oh god! This is your design for the elves? Look, I appreciate that you guys tried to innovate beyond the conventional Christmas elf look, but last time I checked, I don't think the Christmas elves are supposed to give you nightmares. But what's even more haunting than their bizarre faces is this horrible song that they sing. Jingle, 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 oh, oh, oh. Baby, 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 love, love, love. Santa, 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 love, love, love. Jingle, 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 oh, oh, oh. Grating, annoying, repetitive, and with no real melody to speak of. Lucky for us, it's really the only song in the film. So the song continues, complete with Elvis cameos. These guys who, instead of building toys, actually look like they're sawing doll heads off. And one elf who claims that Santa makes his sleigh bells jingle.
He makes my sleigh bells jingle!
Oh, okay. So the song finally wraps up, and the snowman, still outside, looks in to get his first glimpse of Santa and a magical world that he has never known. Even though he lives like a block away, and I'm kind of wondering how he's never stumbled... Look, it's not important. Inside the window, the snowman sees a shiny new flute, perfect to replace his broken one. But once he reaches inside to grab it, all of Santa's village goes into intruder mode. The windows seal, alarms sound, and a fleet of angry and menacing security elves pursue him on jet skis. The snowman drops the flute, but is able to escape. But now he's seen too much, and as he goes back to his lonesome ice house, he can't stop thinking about the magical place that he saw. I kind of feel a little bad for him at this point. I mean, his home is very depressing. But as he goes to sleep, he has a bizarre dream and realizes the logical thing that he should be Santa. Then everyone would love him, including this bizarre-looking child. The snowman hatches a plan to make himself Santa, so he breaks back into Santa's village wearing a sneaky disguise and sorta cases the joint, if you will. Oh yeah, and Ben Stein is there playing an elf.
Welcome to Santa's wonderful world of Christmas.
Again, he gets kicked out, but this time he's pissed. I love this part because you're kind of like, wait, is the snowman actually a bad guy? I mean, geez, look at that smile. So the snowman makes his own Santa hat and creates an army of snow minions from ice cube trays and prepares a full-on assault of Santa's village. Yep, I think we've reached full villain status. As we head back to Santa's village, we get this knee slapper about one of the elf security guard's wives walking in on him while wearing her clothes. Yeah, I don't know.
I had to make something up. I told her I was just trying it on for a few minutes. Hold it. No, I was wearing it.
But suddenly the security guards see the incoming snowman army on their radar, and with that, the battle for Santa's village begins. So the snowmen are battling the elves, and there is plenty of zany Christmas-themed action to take in here. Elves riding reindeer, snowmen spitting out snowballs, elves wielding hot cocoa guns, gingerbread men, igloo ATSTs, Santa piloting a giant nutcracker mech, and, of course, the time-honored tradition of floating mistletoe, which causes an army of magical snowmen to make out with each other.
Okay, but you've got to admit, those igloo ATST things are pretty cool.
You know, it's a real shame I couldn't have seen this movie in 3D as intended when it was first released in IMAX theaters. That's right, this isn't some low-budget straight-to-rental thing here. This was in real theaters. So good for you, IMAX. After a long and hard-fought battle, the snowman's army is able to overpower Santa's forces, giving the snowman his wish and allowing him to be the new Santa Claus. But soon, he'll find out that being Santa isn't so easy, and this snowman's about to find himself on thin ice. Now that the snowman's the new Santa, he visits his first house, and it's that same creepy child. He gives her a toy, but it's made of ice and it breaks. See, snowman, being Santa ain't all it's cracked up to be. Lucky for the snowman, Santa, who has been imprisoned, has a bit of help to break him out.
Santa!
Flippy!
Ah, I see. This elf's name is Flippy, because we saw him do a flip. Keep up here, folks. So Santa shows up just in time to help the snowman. And would you look at that, snowman? That flute you tried to steal was Santa's gift for you the whole time. You greedy f***ing snowman. In the end, this whole ordeal led Santa and the snowman to be the best of pals.
And that's all the snowman really wanted anyway. A friend.
81% on Rotten Tomatoes. Come on. I mean, I guess it wasn't that bad, but seriously, I've got to put the brakes on this whole reviewing bad knockoff movies thing. I mean, one can only take so much. I don't know. Now that people know you're willing to watch and review anything they ask to see, I've got a feeling there's much more terrible stuff coming your way.
Where did you get that beer from?
What, this? I got it from the fridge over there. There's like 30 of them. Well, there were 30 of them. This is actually the last one. Bottoms up, buddy.
Well, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. And you owe me a new fridge full of beer. Seems about right. Seems about right. Hey, if you enjoyed this review, I recently reviewed a weird knockoff version of Aladdin that I bet you would also enjoy. And if you want to keep up with me or recommend more questionable animated movies, be sure to do so on Twitter. Hit me up at Lutoons on there. So I'll see you guys soon. Have a happy holidays, and I'll leave you with this loop of snowmen making out. See you soon.